condemns attacks against the ban, host of Brekete Family Radio, Ahmed Isa, says conspiracy attempt to blackmail and silence the only voice of the voiceless Nigerians. Tender public apology to Nigerians after incident. Gives Ahmed Isa 48 hours to continue program to masses. Following the assault saga, host of the Brekete Family Radio show aired on Human Rights Radio 101.1. Ahmed Isa, known as Ordinary President, has apologized to Nigerians for slapping a woman who was accused of burning her little niece's head, who she claimed was a witch, which has inflicted severe injury on the young girl's head in Abuja. Group under the auspices of Coalition of Concerned Civil Society Organization in Nigeria has condemned attacks, conspiracy under cheap incidents to call for cancellation and disband of Brekete Family and Human Rights Radio on Nigerian frequency airwave, which is the court of public opinion, have slammed hammer of justice to masses at all times. Addressing a world press conference at the Arewa House, Kaduna, the spokesman of Group Abdulsalam Mohammed Kazim says Human Rights Radio and host Brekete Family Daily Program have won more cases for Nigerian citizens than National Human Rights Commission and Nigerian Police Force combined in the recent times.
We find it necessary and expedient to lend our voice to the ongoing conspiracy theory orchestrated by the oppressors of the masses, otherwise tagged conspirators, who have ganged up to silence the only voice of the voiceless in Nigeria. It is never in question the impact and role of Brekete Family, who host daily program on Human Rights Radio, where issues of injustice against human and humanity are placed for public and authorities' attention for immediate remedy and justice to the oppressed. While numerous families, individuals, and corporate/public entities have used this platform to secure justice against their respective oppressors, the platform has remained the most celebrated public court of competent jurisdiction in Nigeria, with technical know-how of alternative dispute resolution, contact, and network across all facets of law enforcement agencies, government ministries, departments, and agencies often used to secure clarification and backing for all cases presented before the panel. It is on record that Human Rights Radio, which hosts Brekete Family Daily Program, have won more cases for Nigerian citizens than the National Human Rights Commission of Nigeria.
Says it's expedient to lend our voice to the ongoing conspiracy theory by the oppressors of the masses who are ganging up to silence the only voice of the voiceless of Nigerians. Says families, individuals, and public entities have used the platform to secure justice, which is the public court of competent jurisdiction with alternative dispute resolution network across all aspects of law enforcement agencies, government ministries, departments of agencies, often used to secure clarification and backing for all cases presented before the station. Impact and role of Brekete Family, who hosts daily program on Human Rights Radio, where issues of injustice against human and humanity are placed for public and authorities' attention for immediate remedy and justice to the oppressed. Says the group lament recently imbroglio of assault by the anchor, the ordinary president who lost battle of emotional control to anger occasioned by the gravity of the inhuman acts of the devilish animal in human skin, which resulted to 2 dirty slaps on the face of the alleged attempt murder suspect, who deliberately tied down and wet her older brother's daughter with kerosene and ignite her with fire, is not enough reason to blackmail the human rights activists to silence him. Faceless, unpatriotic entities of conspirators when a serving senator of the National Assembly slapped a female sales rep in a sex toy shop. Has anyone requested his sack as member of National Assembly nor sentenced him to exile on national media platforms? Says the group are not in support of direct assault and molestation of individuals by anyone irrespective of his or her position or class. Become understandable when ordinary president tender open apology despite the victim of the assault deserve more than a slap for her alleged inhuman act. Any individual, corporate bodies to call for disband of Brekete Family Program and Human Rights Radio is enemy of the masses and plans to end the only channel that give Nigerians masses access to justice.
This embargo of assault by the anchor, the ordinary President Ahmed Isa, who lost battle of emotion to anger occasioned by the gravity of inhuman act of the devilish animal in human skin, which resulted to 2 dirty slaps on the face of the alleged attempt murderer suspect, who deliberately tied down and wet her elder brother daughter with kerosene and ignite her with fire, is not enough reason to blackmail the human rights activist, the ordinary President Ahmed Issa, to silence him completely. It beat our imagination that some set of oppressors could think of conspiring by hiding under the cheap incidents to call for the cancellation of the Brekete family program and disband of human rights radio on Nigerian frequency airwaves. We are posed to ask, where are these faceless, unpatriotic entities of conspirators when a serving senator of the National Assembly slapped a female sex rep in a sex toy shop in Abuja? We ask, if the request to sack that member of National Assembly not sentence him to exile on the national media platform see the light of the day, or if it really occur. This hypocrisy in Nigeria must stop, and we call on citizens to rise to defend our one and only voice from being silenced by the oppressor. It's unclear that those castigating the ordinary President Ahmed Issa and pushing devilishly for the disband of his program on airwave are those who, in court of public opinion, have slandered hammer of justice in recent time and in the past. As much as we are not in support of direct assault and molestation of any individual by anyone, irrespective of his or her position or class, it becomes understandable when the ordinary President Ahmed Issa tendered an open apology, despite the victim of the assault deserved more than a slap for her alleged devilish act. I expect this matter to become a ration for any individual, government or corporate bodies to call for disband of Brekete family program and our human rights radio of Nigerian airwaves. It becomes saddening to hear the attempt of the ordinary President Ahmed Issa to be cowed by the conspirators and even thought of giving it for the enemy of the masses, plan to end the one and only channel that gave Nigerian masses justice within a very short period of time without spending any dime, unlike what it is obtainable in the court of law or when you engage the services of a lawyer.
Says Ahmed Issa's service on Human Rights Radio is service to Nigerian masses and humanity, not Twitter or Facebook users, nor any authority he must then choose to listen to. Nigerian masses, not elites who are the capitalists and oppressors. Brekete family program for any reason must not be stopped. As a matter of urgency, gestation, any plan or thoughts to stop the program. As any attempt to go contrary to the wish and decision of the masses is to silence the voiceless Nigerians who are direct beneficiaries of Brekete family and Human Rights Radio. Attempt murder suspect who was a victim of assault slapped by the ordinary president refused to accept the open apology earlier tendered. She may approach the courts to seek legal redress for the case.
Ordinary President Ahmed Issa must clearly understand that the services of Human Rights Radio is the service to Nigerian masses and not to the elite and humanity, not Twitter or Facebook users, nor any authority. He must then choose to listen to Nigerian masses, not the elite, who are capitalists and oppressors. Should know that Nigerians have spoken, and their voice should be his guide, as it represents the supreme voice of the masses. The Brekete family program, for any reason, must not be stopped. The ordinary President Ahmed Issa should, as a matter of urgency, jettison and plan or thought to stop this program. Any attempt to go contrary to the wish and decision of the masses as contained on this position, the ordinary President Ahmed Issa will be declared personal non-grantor on Nigerian soil. Above is the verdict of the voiceless Nigerians who are direct beneficiaries of Brekete family and Human Rights Radio. The ordinary President Ahmed Issa should now make his choice within 72 hours to either go back and continue the program for the masses or choose to be with the elite who don't want the program to continue. Enjoy the continued unflinching support and the solidarity of Nigerian masses from every look and corner of this country. We have equally volunteered to raise competent lawyers. We have been in contact with 37 senior advocates of Nigeria, SANS, to take up legal action in defense of the ordinary President Ahmed Issa should, in case the devilish attempt murder suspect, who was a victim of assault, slapped in Brekete by the ordinary president, refused to accept the open apology earlier tendered by the ordinary president.
Zainab Ahmed, Voicetv, Nigeria.